A shared space actually can be almost anything. I mean, it immediately calls to mind a physical space, and it can be. If you look at Derry London Derry and the bridge that was built using peace money, there is an example of where a physical change to a space helped that to be more of a shared city. So it can be a physical space. It can also be the space that we share with each other in terms of the work that we do, how we engage with each other in social circumstances, the sports and the games that we play.
Any of those places where we can feel that we can be comfortable in our own identities, that we don't, as it were, have to take off our jersey in order to enter that space, because we know that our own traditions, our culture, our identity will be accepted and respected in that space.
Workplaces are a shared space. The workplace is one place where we are forced to come together. There's nowhere else in society where we're forced to come together. The two communities are forced to come together in a workplace. So when issues of identity that come up, then they can cause breaches in that sort of relationship, because we do have very fragile relationships. We need to maybe have a shared space in our minds.
A space can only be shared if it's safe. If people feel safe to share, if they can talk without feeling threatened, and that they can be open to new possibilities. So shared spaces, it's more than just a physical space. Psychologically, we need to be freed up in our head and our mind as well.
It also involves this word share. We've a long way to go in terms of defining what the appetite for sharing is. The job of the Community Relations Council is to encourage that discussion. And the decisions will be for our society to make, but the opportunities, we can help to support the opportunity to explore this issue, and we can certainly support the opportunities to engage in each other's culture.
One of the projects we funded before was an interface program. Now, what shifted for those young people at the end of that was there was a flashpoint between their two estates, their two housing estates. Now, that flashpoint shifted because it then became a meeting point. So what the legacy that we had from that was, these were young people whose relationships went beyond the length of that project. It went beyond what the funding was able to do, but what it enabled was something much greater, which was, this is a longer term shift in this environment. People are seeing where they live differently, and they're seeing other people's spaces differently. So when they met, it was to go to each other's homes, it was to go to the city centre.
Shared spaces are very important in a transition to a peaceful society. They are the places where people of different identities engage with each other, and the more that happens, the more we build up a sense of common humanity, and that's really important. We don't need to lose our own sense of identity, but the more we encourage a sense of common humanity, the less we are likely to either fall back into conflict with each other again, or make bad choices when it comes to the sharing out of resources across each other. If we're in common cause, not necessarily common identity, but common cause, then we're building up a resilient community for the future.